All right, so here he is, one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticize maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off The Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught, but how does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proven ground tonight. The Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Well, he still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess, DC, with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go forever.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts and you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Stephan Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen.
And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight for one of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Anderson the Spider Silva steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Anderson, the Spider Silva.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here. Let's see how soon Kamaru Usman chooses to shoot. He talked to us a lot midweek about his jab and his overall improvements when it comes to his boxing game, so perhaps that's just pre-fight hyperbole, but midweek he talked like a man who wanted to box more than he wanted to wrestle here tonight.
Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, that's a big hook there. All right, so there's the takedown from Kamaru Usman. We know he has fallen in love with his jab at his hands a little bit, but back to his bread and butter early in this one.
Well, that's his roots, right? For as good as he is in the stand-up, for as powerful as the jab is, it's always going to be the wrestling of Kamaru Usman that's going to help here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
That was nice.
Silva getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up.
Great shot from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Usman's in half guard. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Silva, lands flush.
Get the ball here.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Usman. Oh, he's got his back. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Usman's right back to the full mount here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Usman. Nicely done. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
He's got to be careful here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Kamaru Usman. But at least staying busy on the bottom. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Usman. Final seconds of round one. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
All right, let's see how it goes here at the start of round two. Anderson Silva and Kamaru Usman. Lands the overhand right. Another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, and again, there's another massive knee. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Nice crack there. Gets to the single collar tie now.
Oh, nice level change.
Vicious combo there. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So you get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way to finish the fight.
Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
Oh, right into mount.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
You gotta be careful here.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Kamaru Usman. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, so perhaps he's gonna have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now is continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Usman's back in full mount. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
feet.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Ten minutes in the can. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity, no attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's gonna make it hard for him to see. He's gotta change something, man, he's got to.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Able to land to the body there with the left kick.
Oh, nice overhand right. He's back in the clinch.
Nice. Nicely done. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts. Oh, he can't even stand. Oh, nice level change.
Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. That one appeared to stun him. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but they'll finish them.
It seems like the guy's playing with his boots. You know, he's having a good time up there. Every move working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun, and hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushed out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with your friends.
No.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
All right, so the ref has called a break to the action, and it likely means, yes, he will call in the doctor to look at that cut, which is just leaking all over the octagon right now.
A lot of blood, John, but this is a fight. I mean, guys bleed, girls bleed. It happens in a fight. These guys should be able to continue. As
Michael Bisping might say, we have a cheeky situation here, but it looks as though the fight will continue, at least for now.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought.
Oh, big diving punch to the head. Big strikes continue to land. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Silva. Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute.
Oh.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Changing the position.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Silva gets back up again. 2 minutes to go. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Well, Silva's doing a nice job protecting the eye with that block. You don't want to absorb any more damage on that cut. Oh, he continues to attack that bloody cheek. His face is a mess. Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Usman. All right, single collar tie now. That's going to do it! Kamaru Usman!
I mean, wow.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
Man, Usman's feeling his power, and why not? Another knockout for the former welterweight champ tonight.
Yeah, beautiful knockout by Kamaru Usman. He has gotten so much better in striking, and these opportunities are presenting themselves, just like he did to Jorge Masvidal. The guy has setups, he believes in his jab, he believes in his power, and he's starting to show that in these performances.
And once again proving that his spot on the pound